Alright guys, we're on to the major circuit challengers for title defense. Title defense Piston Hondo is not a very hard fight overall as far as the speedrunning goes. It's just, you just have to know what to do. That's all it is. He ain't really all that difficult, you just have to know what to do. He knows he bows down at the start. You want to get 2 stars off this taunt, and the way we do it is... That's how we get 2 stars off the taunt, is when he bows down. You notice he'll blink yellow. When he blinks yellow, throw a right face jab to get a star. Wait until his feet land on the ground, do a left face jab, and then after that, while holding up, rapidly press the 2 button as fast as possible. You'll miss with your first right face jab, and the second one will always give you the star. And then now, do a left body blow when his feet land on the ground to cause him to block in order to catch him when he's on the side, to cancel out the animation to make him go into the idling animation as fast as possible. So the first part of it goes like this. When he twitches his eyebrow, you want to try to do it early enough if you want to save frames, but when he twitches the eyebrow, when he does his eyebrow twitch, throw a right face jab to cause him to retaliate, and then let go of up, and then press it again to block. And then now, buffer a right face jab for the star, and then buffer the 3-star punch. Very, very simple. Now he's going to do his uppercuts. When he does his left uppercut, counter punch it with a right body blow. Throw it when he blinks red. And then what you want to do is do a left body blow when his feet land on the ground. And then after that, rapidly press the 2 button as fast as possible. You'll miss with your first right body blow. Your second right body blow will always give you the star. And then, when his feet land on the ground, do a left body blow to cause him to block. Very, very simple. And then after that, what you do is you wait for him to blink red, and then you counter his right uppercut with a left body blow. And then after that, do a right body blow when his feet land on the ground, and then rapidly press the 1 button. And then that means you'll miss with your first left body blow, and the second one will always hit him, get your star, and then buffer the 2-star punch, and down he goes. It ain't really all that difficult. You'll get a feel for it with some practice. And then phase 2 is also pretty simple. It's actually simpler than phase 1. Phase 1 might be the most difficult phase, but it's still pretty easy. So the way we're going to start phase 2 is we're going to... we're going to counter his right uppercut with a left body blow, and then... So this is the way we're going to start phase 2. He's going to start with a right uppercut. Notice this one's more delayed than the other uppercuts in phase 1 were. So as soon as you see him blink red, just throw the left body blow to counter it, and then as soon as his feet land on the ground, throw a right body blow, and then after that, rapidly press the 1 button. You'll miss with your first left body blow, and your second left body blow will always give you a star. And then when his feet land on the ground, do a right body blow to cause him to block. And then now what we're going to do is an instant knockdown trick. The visual cue to throw in our star punch is when he ducks. That's our cue to press the A button. I might have been too late. I was too late because I was talking and pausing and threw off my timing. That's okay. We can restart again. That means when he... Let's go over the first part one more time. We know what to do. This part's really simple. Once you get 3 stars, use it, and then get 2 stars off these uppercuts. We know how to. And then use it. Remember what we do in phase 2? Counter his uppercut with a left body blow. Do a right body blow when his feet land on the ground. Rapidly press the 1 button. And then once you'll miss with your first left body blow, and then the second left body blow will always hit him to get your star. The right body blow causes him to block. As soon as he ducks, just press the A button. It's a fairly big window. You do have to be somewhat early with it, but it's not too hard to time. Don't worry. You'll get feel for it some practice. It's a fairly big window. You'll get feel for it some practice. The reason why I'm messing up is because it's hard to talk and do everything. Yeah. You do have to time it correctly, but I would say you have probably at least a 7-frame window to time it. It's not really all that difficult. I might have to concentrate to do some knockdowns because the tile defense segment is a bit harder than the contender segment. But if you're good at speedrunning Hondo and contender, he's not too much harder to speedrun in tile defense. It's just a different strategy and there's just more to remember. That's all it is. It's still not really all that difficult. I believe you can do it if you keep practicing. So we can go over this part. I don't know why I keep messing it up. Bear with me if I do make a couple mistakes. There we go. That's the way we want the first part to go. Here's what we do here. I've already went over it. I've already went over it. He should be down with either 237 or 236 left on the timer. 236 if you're a little slow, but 237 if you're fast enough. Here's the way phase 2 should go. I don't know why I messed it up. Okay, we can go over phase 1 one more time, because you need to know how to do phase 1 anyway. And then phase 2 is not really all that difficult, so what we gotta do for phase 2, I might have to concentrate for phase 2, because you do have to pay attention to what you're doing when you do phase 2. That's the only tricky part. But it's still not all that difficult. Just like, I thought I timed it right. Basically what you do is, when you hear the noise of him doing his side-to-side thing, mash the A button. That's all you do. It's pretty simple. I don't know why it's being a lot harder than what normally is for me. I guess because I'm talking, I can't explain and do everything. That's the way phase 1 should go. If I just concentrate and not even explain, I can do phase 2 easily. Just like that! Basically, the way you do phase 2 is, when he blocks, you wait just a little bit, and then you press the A button. You don't do it too early, but you do press the A button when he ducks. He's down with 230 left on the timer. Isn't that amazing? Phase 3 is the easiest. Used to is like that, where before this buffer strat in phase 3 was invented, it used to is like that where phase 3 was incredibly difficult to do until I think Zoward1 or somebody came up with the buffer for phase 3. Because the instant knockdown on the Hondo Rush is a frame perfect counter. But with the buffer, you control your movement perfectly and you're able to get the instant knockdown every single time. So basically what we do for phase 3 is he's going to do that weaving thing. When he moves from left to right, that's your cue to throw a right body blow to get a star, and then from there you start the buffer. So here's how it goes. Basically what you do is, it's like this. That's the buffer. Remember, after you get the star, duck. So you buffer a duck, by holding down, and then you buffer a star punch by holding A. And then you buffer a duck after the star punch is gone. But the tricky part about buffering the third thing of the buffer is that after the star punch is done, you cannot hold down immediately, because if you do, it will not input the duck. So basically, you have to wait until the animation of the star punch is done. Once the animation of the star punch is done, which will cause Hondo to dodge the star punch, once Mac's hand is up in the air, then you can start holding down. And after you duck, just buffer left body blow, right body blow, left body blow, right body blow, and that will give you the instant knockdown, 100%. It's that simple. And that makes instant knockdown a lot simpler than just timing it manually. Because if you time it manually, it's very difficult, because instant knockdown is a frame perfect punch. Like, the fight's pretty basic itself. Like, he does the same thing every time. The only tricky part is just, you do have to be maybe a little precise when you when you star punch into his weaving in phase 2. I got 35.15, which is excellent. You should get a time around 35 or 36 seconds every single time with this strat. It's not really all that difficult. Let's go over the strat one more time. I want to show what happens if you buffer the star punch after he blocks in phase 2. Just so you'll know not to do it too early. Okay. I just want to show. It's very important to know. I was trying to punch him on the earliest frame I possibly could to cause him to dodge. But I won't have to worry. Let's not worry about being frame perfect with everything. Let's just take our time at it, because there we go. That's easier to do. I still gotta get phase 1. So if you buffer the star punch after he blocks, I'll show what happens. I guess it don't input. I guess it does not input. Okay, let's try to see what happens if you do it. Really, even I don't know too much about what happens if you buff. I guess if you buffer it, he might dodge it, but... because in that scenario, he dodges it if you buffer it in phase 1. I guess the reason why I didn't input in phase 2 is because I was holding it too early and stuff like that. And buffering in this game is a little bit different than in Mike Tyson's Punch Out and Super Punch Out. Alright, so you cannot be too early with the star punch after he blocks. You definitely cannot be too late. It has to be just a little bit after he blocks, so you press the A button. That's the way it works. Ah, buffered! How didn't... I want to show what happens if you buffer it. I guess you can't too early. Because if you do it too early, it won't count as buffering. In phase 1 it does. Maybe I wasn't using enough pressure to press the A button to cause it to buffer. Maybe that was it. Because I do want to show what happens. It's very important to know. I hate to have to make mistakes during tutorials, but still. Alright. I'll show what happens. Because you definitely do not want to buffer it. It's very important. Because if you buffer it, he dodges. I just thought I would show that. Since we already went over that, let's just go over the fight one more time without messing up. Oh! I'm just trying to do early because I just have a habit of trying to do early. That's the way phase 1 should go. We knocked him down with 2:37 left on the in-game timer, which is really good. Excuse me. Remember, after he blocks, wait just a little bit and then press the A button. Just like that. Or wait until you see him starting to duck down. You can use that as a visual key if you want. I really don't. This is more about feel. Remember, for the buffer, do not hold down while the star punch is going off. Wait until the star punch is done and then hold down. That's it. That is TD Hondo. He's a pretty basic fight, like I said. The only reason why this video was a little longer than I thought it would be because I wanted to show what happened if you buffer in phase 2 for the star punch. Or if you do it too early, which you probably won't be doing it too early if you're a beginner, most likely. And that's it. Alright guys, that was it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like on the video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and click on the bell right beside it to be notified every time I make new videos. If you have any questions about any of these strats, please feel free to leave your questions in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer them to the best of my ability, and have a wonderful day. Peace, Republic of Speed Boy.